Do you get tired of staying in the same old village day after day? Do you wish to visit other locations in the Forgotten Realms? Do you enjoy learning about other areas? Maybe you need to work off that last tankard of mead. Or perhaps walk off those extra calories from that last meal. If so, then Rico Wynn's guided walking tours of the Forgotten Realms is for you. A production by Knights of the Braille.
I've just left a tavern and I've heard some wolves in the woods and heard some stories that, I just simply am not going to believe. I can't believe. Everybody knows that Strahd's not for real. It's just one of those stories that you tell your kids to keep them in line. Oh, if you don't do what your daddy tells you, I'm going to send you to live in Barovia. If you don't do your schoolwork, you're going to go to Barovia and live with Strahd. If you don't behave, then I'm going to send you to Strahd. We've all heard these things before, but that's just what it is. You can't believe them. But I am on a tour here on location to give you another walking tour of this little quaint little village called Pigstown. Of course, they are known for their swine production, but there used to be a lot of it here. But in recent years, it has really gone downhill from the production that they once did in providing the majority of the pork products for Neverwinter. But let's walk down this dirt road here, which leads us to the original factory here that would produce pork chops and other pork products here. Walking down this dirt road here, it is awfully foggy, so I'm going to be doing my best to try to describe things as they were told to me, because the fog is rather heavy here. Walking down this dirt road, I can see that there is some footprints in the dirt, so hopefully that will help me get to where I need to be going. It is rather a muggy day, so on top of the mist that's falling down, it is creating some fog here at our feet, so maybe I won't lose the footprints and be able to track my prey, as it is. But I'm not sure if you can hear the wolves that are howling. It seems to be off to the side. There are some wolves that are native to this region here. Most notably the graybacked wolf, which has a rather large top coat on its back, which is a very shiny gray in appearance. Not like shiny as in a diamond shiny, but when compared to its darker gray cloak beneath is where they get their name from. And I do apologize for some of these descriptions as I walk down this road, because the fog does appear to be getting a little thicker. Not really sure if it's the fog getting thicker or if it is the mist that appears to be getting thicker, but it's also getting quite a bit darker as I walk towards the factory up ahead. I'm having some trouble finding the footprints in the dirt, but I still do see them. I can barely see 2 feet in front of me, and I'm having to walk really slow here, hunched over, to find the tracks here on this I say dirt road. It's more along the lines of a muddy kind of road, like not really clay, but not quite sand either. Oh, here we go. We have a sign right here in front of me. Let's see, this wooden sign is barely hanging on. It seems by like very rusty S-hooks that are keeping the sign attached to a roughly 4x4 wooden beam that has been placed into the dirt here. Not sure how long ago it was, but these chains and S-hooks are really rusty. Let's see here if I can make out. This wood has definitely been here a while. It's faded and rather moist, and the once dark black paint is very faded. And as I look at it here, it says Old Svalic Road. That's OLDSVALIC. Svalic. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. It's probably just someone's joke because that is supposedly the way to get to Barovia. But you know what? I think we're just going to have some fun here and go the way that this arrow seems to be pointing, which is to the left. So, yeah, let's have a little fun here and walk down this road to the left and see what we find. As I step on to the left, the atmosphere here immediately changes, everyone. I thought it was dark before, but now it's a good 3 or 4 shades darker than what it was, and the mist and the fog are still extremely thick. It's not quite a full-on rain, but it's almost as though the rain is coming up from the ground, or could be dripping through the leaves of the trees and branches that are up above me. Some rather large trees. I can't even see the top of them because my, sight distance is not very good here in this mist and fog. I swear I can hear wolves, and I'm not sure if it does sound like a ravens that I can hear, but like I said, everyone, I can't see anything. Oh, and I almost sat there in a pool of what looks to be black water, but that can't be. But the smell coming off of it is awful. It's sour, and I know that you probably can't see or hear the mosquitoes, but there seems to be a horde of them, if that's what you call a bunch of mosquitoes. It's like a cloud of them just buzzing around, and it appears as though it's a breeding pool for those. And as I skirt around this pool, there's several other pools that I would say that they're dug out by hand, but that's not quite right. It seems to be not exactly tracks of some animal, but where water has beaten down in one area over time, and kind of like a pothole, so to speak. I'm having to peek my way through these, as these pools are over the entire water. It'd almost be easier just to walk through them, rather than try to skirt around them. The ditches are overgrown with what looks to be dead weeds, and the water is dripping off of them as it collects in the leaves and falls down. I'm not sure if that is briars. It's not exactly dead weeds, everyone, but more like rather sharp briars that seem to be almost like they are reaching out to grab me, but I must be mistaken here. I'm not really sure where I'm at now, but it's a little weird and disconcerting, to say the least. And I didn't think it was possible, but the branches seem to have gotten thicker over my head, because it is extremely hard to see now. And I'm going to pull out my lantern here, and hopefully that will give me some light to be able to see by. As I'm over here near the edge of the road, it's almost as though these tree branches are touching each other. And you know, if I were to give you a really good description, which is my job and my point here, it's almost as though the forest and the branches and all are enveloping me. Not as in a hug, but as in to smother me. And it's, I almost get the feeling it's more like a coffin than it is a, you know, a canopy overhead. And I know that this is weird to say, and believe me, I'm here and I'm telling you that this is weird, but it's almost as though everyone that I should be hearing screams coming from this fog and from the forest, but you know, they're right there on the edge of my hearing, but I can't quite hear them. I'm not sure if it's the ravens that I hear that's causing me not to hear the screams, or what it is. But let's see. And as I walk forward here, I've been walking quite a while now. I paused the recording there so that, you know, it wasn't just me talking about how much I was walking. I've gotten here towards the end, I believe, because the fog does appear to be getting brighter. So maybe, and yes, I do believe that the trees are letting some kind of gray light in. I'm not really sure what's going on here, but I've come to an open area here where the fog just seems to quit. I've never seen it do anything like that. The mist has stopped. The fog is, as I turn around, the fog is like at my back. It's almost like a barrier there. That's I can, like I said before, I can almost see shapes or what appears to be people moving in it, but as soon as I look at them, it seems like they go away. You know, I know it's just got to be a trick of the light, but that's my description for you there. And turn back around. What I first saw upon stepping out, let me tell you about it now. There's two rather large stone gargoyles on each side of this rusty black wrought iron fence. The weirdest thing here is that the gargoyles are headless. Their wingspan is massive, though. It's a good 10 feet without me actually measuring it, and they appear to have like some kind of mold or mildew growing on them, and it appears to be dew or droplets of water are clinging to them, and also there is some mold and mildew and some water droplets clinging to the gate here. It's extremely disconcerting, to say the least. And back to the gargoyles. I apologize for that. As I described them to you, they have 4 legs, and like I said, are headless, but their claws on their feet are not necessarily like regular claws that you would think of, but more like meat hooks, used to, you know, hang something in a meat market or something along those lines. I'm not really sure, and I've tried to get a closer look here, and ooh, there their heads at the feet of each statue. Actually, now that I look at it, these heads are rather large, and each head has that's roughly about a foot long horn on each side, and it's rather curved, kind of like a cow or a bull's horn, and their teeth are rather sharp, similar to that of a lion. You know, definitely a predator. That is extremely disconcerting, and as I get near to the gates, they begin to open up. There's no one around that I see, and I'm not really sure, but they seem to be opening for me, and I'm not sure that I'm going to enter in here, so I'm going to turn around and head back and hopefully find my way. And as I walk back towards this wall of fog here, wait a second, I'm not really sure what's going on because I can't enter into the fog, and it seems to be, like, I'm not really sure how to describe this. It's like a barrier here. I guess I really have no choice but to enter into the into the gates. I can describe that all I see now is this wall of fog with, again, what appears to be figures inside of it, but I no longer see the trees or anything here. I'm not really sure. Let me walk through these gates and hopefully I can find someone that can tell me what's going on. And you can hear the squealing of the hinges as they close and clang shut. And while not exactly feeling like a jail cell, I do get the very, very creepy feeling that like my fate has just been sealed. But surely that's just because of the atmosphere here. Not to mention the overwhelming scent of decay and rot. Oh, something has definitely died here. Oh, and I can hear the buzzing of those flies, and I'm going to stop this recording for now. This is horrible.
This episode is brought to you by the Knights of the Braille and is made possible through the support from viewers such as your good selves. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to get all of the latest information and episodes. Thank you.